In this segment, we're going to cover how to conduct a skill evaluation for a group. There are a couple concerns that you need to have when getting ready or preparing to conduct your skill evaluation. First, you need to know how many students you will have. Second, you need to know that you have enough equipment to conduct the skill evaluation adequately. When you arrange the equipment, you want to make sure that you have enough space for each student. Make sure not to put the mannequins so that their heads are touching. Otherwise, the students will not be able to actually give breaths, do compressions well. It's going to be difficult for them. So you want to make sure to arrange the mannequins so they're all facing the same direction, enough space in between, so that the students will have enough space to do the compressions and give the breaths. And now we're going to conduct the adult CPR skill evaluation for the students. All right, students, we are ready to conduct the adult CPR skill evaluation. I'm going to first of all talk you through the skill from beginning to end and tell you the different steps, and then we're going to do it one more time, evaluating you on your performance of doing the steps. Here we go, the adult CPR scenario. First of all, step one is to check the scene. So everyone look around, make sure the scene is safe, so there's nothing that's going to hurt you or cause any harm to you as the rescuer. So we're going to say the scene is safe. At this moment, you would go ahead and prepare your gloves, your face shield, get your personal protective equipment ready to go. Now you're going to approach the person and you're going to hold that head still and tap and shout. Go ahead. Okay, good tapping and shouting. That's great. There is no response. You are also looking at the chest and the face to see if there's any normal breathing at this time. And we're going to say there is no signs of normal breathing and there is no response. So you need to point to someone and tell them to go call 911 and come back and help you. Great job. And now that we've done that, we're going to go right into compressions. So make sure to position your heel of your hand directly in the center of the chest. You're going to lock your other fingers over top of it, locking your elbows straight. Put your shoulder weight right over top of the victim, and you're going to go ahead and give 30 chest compressions. Go for it. Nice and deep. You want to push at least 2 inches deep, at least at a rate of 100 compressions per minute. Okay, good compressions. Yep. So wait after you finish your 30 compressions, just wait. Okay, good. Everyone's finished the 30 compressions. Now we're going to open that airway. We're going to go ahead and give 2 full breaths. So open that airway. Remember to pinch that nose and give 2 full breaths. Okay, great job, great job. Right back into compressions. Go ahead. Okay, good compressions. I see a good depth of compression. Everyone seems to be doing a great job with that. A good rate of speed. Now 2 breaths. Go ahead. Okay, and go ahead and start your 30 compressions again. Okay, good job. And you may stop right there. There are times when you need to work with one student to help correct some skills. In this situation with our group, it would be kind of embarrassing to pull out that one student, stop everybody, and have them stare at that student while you're correcting the skill. So instead of doing that, you should have the other students continue to practice. Now, we have here the skill sheets. This is a great tool to have for each student so that they can be doing something while you're working with an individual. So I'm going to have the class do that. Class, I want you to take a look at your skill sheets. Look at the CPR, the first skill sheet. And I want everyone to practice on your own for just a minute. Go ahead and start practicing. You'll see the first skill sheet there. Go ahead and open up to the first one. That's great. And I want you to go ahead and practice a minute. I'm going to work with Isabel for just a moment. And I would like you guys to go ahead and practice on your own while I'm working with her. Go ahead and run through it. Okay, Isabel, one thing I noticed was the compressions. So guys, go ahead and practice. Go ahead and start it off. Start from the beginning and do the scenario. So Isabel, with the compressions, I want you to put your hands directly in the center of the chest. I noticed that when you were coming up, the hands were kind of coming off of the chest a little bit. What we want to do is we want to make sure to keep those hands on the chest. Keep them in contact with the chest. Go ahead, let's try that. There you got it. Much better, great. Keeping those hands in that same spot as you're doing those compressions, good. Does that feel a little different? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good job. And that's the way we want to do it. We don't want to bounce off the chest because otherwise our hands kind of move all the way around. So great job. So as you see, I was able to correct that one skill with the one student while everyone still is working hard on performing the skills. This time I'm going to prompt you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what is happening or what the scenario is. So you need to do what you're supposed to do. Again, we're going to stay together. Because we are a group, we're going to stay together on this. I'm kind of evaluating what you just learned. And if we need to correct a few things, I will correct a few things as we go along. But don't worry, don't be nervous. Here we go. Are you ready? So this is adult CPR. We're going to say that you are walking in a park and you see a man lying on the sidewalk. What are you going to do first?
Check the scene.
That's right. So you're looking around to make sure it's safe for you first and getting your personal protective equipment ready if you have it on you. And you're going to go ahead and do what now?
Ask if he's okay.
Go ahead. Yep. So tap and shout. There is no response. Now what? Okay. Good job. So 911 has been called, and now what?
Compressions.
Go for it. Compressions. Okay, Zachariah. So hold on, Zachariah. You need to make sure that you were going to do 30 full compressions. So finish your compressions. And since we're doing this as a group, let's stay together as a group. So let's wait till everyone's finished with their compressions. Okay, so just wait just a minute. Okay, so there you go. Good. 30 compressions. Now what?
Ventilation.
Go ahead. Go for it. 2 breaths. Making sure to open the airway. Good job. And keep going. So we'll stay together because we're doing this as a group. We'll finish our 30 compressions. And good. And now we're going to go right back into our 2 breaths. You got it. Good job, guys. We're going to continue this until an AED becomes available, another trained rescuer or EMS personnel arrive and take over, or the scene becomes unsafe and you have to get out of there to protect yourself, or if you're you see signs of life, you see the person try to breathe or they start to move, you would stop and reassess. Or if you're just absolutely so exhausted, you just absolutely physically can't do this anymore, you have to stop, that would be a valid reason to quit as well. Good job. When teaching a full classroom course, it's a little bit different than performing just a skill evaluation. In the skill evaluation piece, we did talk through the skill and then give the chance for the students to perform the skill. In the classroom training, we're teaching the skill from beginning to end. They haven't had the chance to take time individually with the video training. So in this situation, what we're going to do is we're also going to give the students a chance to practice together. The skill sheets are a great tool for this, so make sure to have a copy of at least one set of skill sheets for every 2 students. In conclusion, the point of doing a skill evaluation is to allow the students time to feel comfortable with the skills. We want to do this in a non-threatening way. The point is not to get a checklist out and go, oh, you did that wrong, you failed, you're out of here. That's not why we're doing these skills. We're doing these skills so that if an emergency happens, the students will act and do what needs to be done. That's the point. So keep in mind while you're performing skill evaluations or teaching classroom skills, that is your end goal, to have the students competent so that if an emergency arises, they will act and do what needs to be done.